Yeah, it's your boy Girl here, back with another video, and today I got a special video, guys. Man, today we're gonna be breaking down the GamePress tier list. Now, I actually did one of these when Revival Gohan came back, so I did another one because they have added a new unit to the Z tier, and they dropped the unit from Z tier. So this is actually a pretty big change because the Z tier actually has been pretty much the same ever since LF Super Saiyan 3 Goku came out, and then once Revival Gohan came out, they added another unit to Z tier. But the fact that adding a new unit to Z tier and then taking out an old unit that used to be in Z tier to S tier is really interesting. I really want to hear you guys' thoughts on this. And once again, this is a tier list. This doesn't mean that this is right. If you believe that a unit is Z tier, then believe that, right? Like don't be mad because of a certain like a unit that you like is at like tier 1 if you pretty much pop off with that unit, right? For example, I pop off with Piccolo, and I believe Piccolo is a Z tier unit, right? But they don't put it there. I'm not gonna be mad at them. It's just their opinion. These people is based off their opinions as well, right? So yeah, so I just also want to point that out where a lot of people get pissed off at these guys, but it's all opinion based, bro. If you believe a unit that you like is Z tier, man, then believe it, bro. Don't let someone else's opinion like piss you off, bro. You feel me? It's just a tier list, bro. So, but it's really dope to analyze it, right? It's really dope to analyze it. So let's break this down. Did they really change anything? Let's see. Did they change anything? Okay, so 1% banner fighters EX units are 7 stars. Zenkai's from master packs and tutorials are 14. Zenkai that's not from master pack or tutorials are 9 stars. Free to play Zenkai fighters at 14 stars, and Zenkai Legends limited fighters at 7 stars. So this is also you got to take into account is they limit stars on certain things. I believe that they should always take things in account at 14 stars because in PvP you're going to fight different stars counts. You're not going to fight a 3-star LF. You're not going to fight a 6 stars. You're going to be fighting whales. You're going to be fighting, people that doesn't have high stars. You're going to be fighting a variety of ranges, right? But it's also not only based off battle rank 50. You also got to take into account people that's at battle rank 20, 30, 40, all that stuff. So it makes sense. So let's look at the Z tier. So number 1 is Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Red. Makes sense. No one is not better than him. I believe that he's actually Z plus. In my opinion, I believe he's Z plus. I don't think nobody else is touching him. Now, a lot of people say Revival Gohan is a better unit, is the best unit, which I don't think so, because Red Gohan, you can play completely bad and he can still carry you and he can still win the game for you. Revival Gohan can't really do that, in my opinion, even at 14 stars. I play against 14 stars Revival Gohan, but I'm just not scared of him compared to LF Gohan. LF Gohan is ridiculous, bro. Like, once you kill a unit of his, he gets stronger. Like it makes no sense. Like, he's the best unit in the game. No one can even come close to him, in my opinion. But 6-star Revival Gohan makes sense. He's number 2. I would put Revival Gohan number 2. Super Saiyan 3 Goku is number 3. He pretty much been number 3 the whole. No, he actually was number 2 at one point, but now he dropped down to number 3. And they added Legends Limited Future Gohan to Z tier. Now, like I said, I do think that this Gohan is Z tier, but it's also like you're comparing this Gohan to LF Zenkai Gohan at Z tier, right? Like, you're basically saying that they're at the same level, right? That's why I said Red Gohan is Z plus. These other 3 units, I believe, are at Z. So I do believe that this Gohan value has definitely rise. I think he definitely deserves to be in the Z tier. He plays a valuable role in the hybrid meta where he gives the endurance. His cover change is amazing. Every time he gets hit, he gets extra damage. When he loses the enemy member, he nullifies against red. When he pops his main, he nullifies greens against blues. So you can nullify Super Saiyan 3's green card. You can nullify Namagoku's blue card for certain timer counts, which it plays a huge role. Card draw speed. Every time he uses a strike, he has ways of slowly vanishing his vanish with those strike cards, so he can get his second vanish gauge really quick if you use a lot of strike cards with him. Green card gives him key, like, he does a lot. Blue card, he seals off strike, so you can tackle right away and your opponent can't do nothing about it. Little stuff like that. I definitely see why he is a Z tier unit. I can't even argue with it. So yeah, but you guys see a unit that's not here. So let's read this explanation why he does it. He really conveys that the character from the anime is someone who, whatever. His base stats are low on side, but his teammates are make up for it. And mainly for the fact that the team that he's on, right? You have Revival Gohan as a Revival unit, and then you also have him as Endurance. So there is some units in there that can nullify Endurance, but no one can nullify Revival, right? So you basically have 5 lives with the hybrid meta team. That's why his value has risen like ridiculous. Like pretty much everything what I said here is pretty much what I said, like what I was just talking about. So it makes sense. It definitely makes sense why he's on there. I can't even agree. Comment down below what you think. Do you guys think that he deserves to be in Z tier? For sure, I think he does. I just think that Red FSK is Z plus in my opinion. So S tier, Android 18 has dropped from S. Now, do I believe that she should be dropped from S? I mean, from Z? Yes, I believe that she does need to be dropped. I just don't see that much of her. I don't see that a lot of her recently, bro. And not only that, I just feel like I'm not as scared as I used to be against her. It's kind of weird. Like with 18, you kind of the 18, like people that rocks 18, they kind of want you to play. They kind of want you to play like scared, where the point where when you see that how much damage she does, you want to immediately switch. They're banking on you to switch. They want you to switch so you can get that extra key and that extra card draw speed, and it prolongs her combo. But if you just stick it out, you dug out the damage that you're taking, then she's not actually all that scary in a sense. Now she does do a lot of damage. I'm not going to say that, but I just don't think she's in the Z tier list anymore. I just think once androids get better units, in my opinion, I feel like her value might rise. I also feel like 17 is a better unit. MVP 17, I feel like he's a better unit. I think he can make so much more plays compared to this 18. 18 is does straight up damage. 17 has so much ways of using your utilities, locking in with blue cards, taking away cards with his green card, giving key when he switches out, slowly healing. Little stuff like that is why I like MVP 17 compared to this Zenkai 18 in my opinion. So I believe that she has definitely have gone down to S. Comment down below what you think. So Majin Buu, S. Okay. So pretty much nothing really changed here that much. Goku has definitely risen in value for sure. They added Super Saiyan Gohan at S tier, which is interesting. He is a really good tank. I believe he's up there. I don't think he's better than Piccolo, of course, but Hybrids is the best team. He is, you could say he's the best blue unit, best blue hybrids, but he also is competing with Future Trunks as well. So both of them are kind of battling out because this guy is more of a tank. Future Trunks can do a lot more damage. So it's kind of like what you prefer more, right? So Ella Piccolo, DKP, so nothing really changes here, but they did not even put LF Goten here yet. I still don't see LF Goten, which is pretty interesting. He's not on S tier. Whoa. Okay. Goten is tier 1. Wow. They put him tier 1? Okay. I gotta read this. He does ridiculous amount of damage, right? LF Zenkai, which might be daunting. He has some team problems, okay? Keep in mind the tier list has been theoretical terms of teams. In this case, there's no real reason to use Goten over Revival Gohan. Makes sense. Goten has S tier effectiveness, but his primary going to be the core of Purple Red, which is a really good team. You better off bringing Legend Limited Gohan for invaluable endurance and more complete color wheel. Of course, Revival Gohan has not been acquired. Absolutely use Goten as the main core purple. Okay, so I see that they saying that because Revival Gohan is better, which is true. I believe that Revival Gohan is better because of the Revival mechanic. I just feel like that's a lot better, and he just does a lot more damage. But his Goten is not a tier 1 unit. You can't tell me that that Goten is not an S tier unit. You just can't say that because, say for example, for the people that doesn't have Revival Gohan, like you guys mentioned there, like he still makes Red Gohan really good. Like that, like switching him with Revival Gohan and giving that purple, red, yellow, but just having Goten instead, he reduces sub count of Future Gohan and Red Revival Gohan because they're both Gohans, and gives them extra damage. So I don't think he's tier 1. You're just really just basing off the fact that everyone has Revival Gohan, which not everybody has, bro. So, and he also works a lot. He works really well with a Sun Family team, like a pure blast-based Sun Family team with Namek Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Red FSK himself. I feel like he is. I feel like he's S tier. I don't think he's tier 1. So now they also implemented Majub and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So they put Majub at tier 1. This is him at what? I think 7 stars, right? interesting that they put him at tier 1. I think he's around there. I think he's like high tier 1, low S tier kind of. He gives GT more of a backbone since he has an endurance. Since Omega Shenron not Omega Shenron, but Shenron, the yellow one, is not really all that good anymore. I feel like Maju gives that more of that defensive thing because he has endurance. I feel like that's also big. His green card is absolutely amazing. Really, really good. Like they said, he doesn't put up that damage output, but they're also referring to him as a 7-star unit. Now, they put Ella Frieza at 6 stars at tier 1 as well. They're basically saying that he is an offensive powerhouse, but he doesn't have no support. Well, hold on. He's still approximately 6 stars above. He's simply way too fragile to be used 2 to 3 stars. Basically saying that his team is more the fact that his team isn't really the best, right? Because powerful opponents, really strong team, they don't have no support unit. Once they get a support unit, I believe powerful opponent will be the best team in the game. I believe that. LOE is they need some more help. They need Zenkai Ella Frieza. Once they Zenkai Ella Frieza, I feel like this Frieza is going to be so much better. I believe this Frieza should be S tier in my opinion because nullifying Dragon Balls, he has blast armor. He can get his Vantage Gauge back. Little stuff like that, I feel like it's really good. But his team hurts him. Like I can see why they dropped him to tier 1 because his team hurts him. Even Namek Saga, bro. Frieza Saga. So makes sense. I believe once those 3 teams gets better in terms of support, his value is gonna rise. So they put the Super Saiyan 3 Goku at mid tier 1. I agree. I feel like a lot of people are not really I don't know. They're kind of underestimating this guy. This guy's more. He doesn't do that much damage from the videos I've seen, but he's a combo starter, bro. This guy can farm you up a Dragon Ball really quick, bro. I feel like a lot of people is underrating this guy, and his value is gonna rise later on in the game because this guy. I think this guy is really underrated in my opinion. They put my boy Piccolo mid tier. I can see why they put it there because he's really one-dimensional. Right, but he does nullify against green. I think I love this blue Piccolo, so I don't really care where they put him at. And I think that's pretty much it, bro. No big changes here. Nothing really changed. Yeah, so that is my take on it. So I think Goten should be S tier. I agree with this Z tier Gohan. I definitely agree with Android 18 should be dropped from S tier. From Z tier to S. I agree with that. Super Saiyan Blue Teen, I believe he should be around that S tier. Majub, I agree with. Super Saiyan 3, I agree with. Kamiklo, I guess I can agree with that. And then Ella, Final Form Frieza, I think I do agree with this. It's more of his team than the unit himself. So yeah, comment down below what you guys think about this tier list. Huge changes in the Z tier, and then bringing one unit from S tier to Z tier, and then dropping one unit from Z tier to S tier. It's really interesting. So comment down below what you guys think. I love to hear it. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll grow up, man. And I'm out. Peace.